we are back.
Some of them farmer.
Yeah, what's what Jibril?
Sure. Juma ibe.
Media man here come that santi. A free sabre copy say no kono ba permitted enum. Yeah, the sound come Ibrahim. Well, anytime I think of Atimokwa, Chifu Atimokwa, I am happy because one of the vibrant members of parliament and I represent your more Mrashimejum. So Chifu Atimokwa for them, we are blessed. I'm telling you, on trim my own for BBR 6 BR 9. You know, no compromise but member of parliament. And my son and I had him say. Von the D. Na me bon dey we all be the legend that about we share who say we no who be back at the original me say we share ni pan so very well
na ka fe no we dey it no come with sanka e pick challenge form we be say bon dey Ghana have for two bon I say agba we Sanja Niger
what would you no Sanja Niger way
also our parliament
he's still a member of parliament. He's been very.
He won the last election.
He's my senior.
Yeah. Hey, what baby?
No, this is your colleague. So,
Sanja Niger everywhere. Sanja Niger. Oh wow! What about they say?
Oh, but a lot of people. Oh, on my in Adom. Nyame at the patch na moja ede fu sign we media. Asidan ede banyankopon. They be ameka says also na at the patch wa. The only thing, there's only one thing that you have to do is to just raise up your hand and say, God, I thank you for my life. Because it is just by the grace.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible kind. Paul says, it is by the grace of God that I am what I am. And his grace towards me was not in vain. For I labored more than they all, but not me, but Christ that was with me. And I share honorable white. Any birthday we said, it's just by the grace of God. Obi there one sorry.
Yeah.
In fact, Obi is the very critical condition as we are speaking. So it's just by the grace and the mercy of God.
Yeah, this is from Dom Pino. Say happy birthday to my boss, big brother, MP for a future majority leader. And after your
birthday.
Oh wow.
And I'm
Honorable Alexander Kwabena Fenya Markin. Happy birthdays from Dom Pino. In fact, I didn't have an idea about it. So I feel happy birthday. Majority leader, member of parliament for a future. Happy birthdays from Kunam Day, Emma. Yeah, try and come on the show. Mr. Mamenka say Benezanete, former member of parliament for Ablekuma Central. And I want to say, in kind sassy, na egunism, and kind sassy, na dear your modia, we no go for, we take you for, we a bushia, we say he has all that knowledge. Yeah, I'm not surprised that in Parliament he was part of that committee, and I'm sure in Sassy.
Yeah, I was the vice chairman of the committee.
Vice chairman of the committee. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Assemblies I would do, baby, almost share could do, so Koto Assassin, that's okay, Assassin. You need to see him who assassinal challenger is true. You know, he's been solving problems for a lot of people. You need to see him. In Sassi issues, especially in Accra, that's his job. You know, he runs a consultancy to that effect. Any challenge relating to Assassin I won't cry. He's just too ready to solve it for you. 24 minutes after 8. Von, constituency to say.
Everybody we are mobile.
Omo jai sir. Omo your construction. You know, different farm now draw attention. Omo jai.
No, it was video coverage. No more no omo de bring crofo any so. Oh yeah. Omo jai. I say omo candidate na. Feeder road
construction because
now or they ne picture call bobo omo jai now come some road be so ready omo ye gu ho na ya insutor omo the grader because omo hwe na feeder road nya ade ne said one person omo ya no omo the grader ko fa kwan no so na
okay
omo say ho poto insutor ye brand crofo brand junior ama kitaba kenafo de ko be impon so near bro mo bre no okay nyame na me bon mpa bibi kakra ba me nsem a me hwe na makoye ni ye ama reshape no.
All right, yeah, nyame ase so House of Folk nyame Adom be relegation, yeah, nyame ase.
Ade na oye no.
Yeah, oye bia na bu ni pa adwen.
Me feel so ya me o na dia na oye no.
Eti ye bomb pie so nyame Adom.
Na ka me matis.
Oh, we betima edi kakra ma me.
No pa we win.
Na House of Folk ko relegation.
No, but no say no pa win here wa ka say. Yeah, consider so I say because
Kumasi Sports Stadium.
Yes. No, it's a gift that we want to give to Otumfuo. Because he's still in a celebration mood. Oh, mine. And I say, Otumfuo is still in a celebration mood. That is why we have to celebrate. So we're a gift to Otumfuo.
Maybe history in the making.
It is not possible. It can never happen.
Anyway, as we wish you well. And you're back. I got 3 minutes to full time. Sister, very unusual. As a folk 2 months reply back. Very serious.
I remember when we had to score Kotoko 4-0.
Oh, you had to come anyway, in Parliament, you know, maybe Parliament.
Well, I mean, sure, one year, I heard na minister ma came my day or share your constituency, Madam Confidence. I heard na 1 year can this in penny phone na me bra penny ajimanyantechi on a DC or MPP need.
Oh, you relate nicely.
I'm very nice.
That's another challenge with opposition MP.
No, he's a very reasonable person. Oh, he's a very reasonable person. I like that guy. That's a
good testimony.
Very reasonable person.
And there's collusion between
he's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Very. In fact, because D said 3 days or during the Baumias campaign, and he was with me.
Ajima is a nice person. I mean, devoid of political orientations, differences, and so forth and so on. He's a gentleman you want to, associate with, and therefore I give it out to him. I mean, he's a nice guy. I mean, by all standard, I feel that he's good. Unfortunately, he finds himself in a very wrong political, party. But it's one of those things.
So what's happening in Parliament?
Parliament, Adom. I'm saying late last year, our last sitting, as an rising, Adom, both members of Parliament from both sides, majority, minority, went on committee of the whole. Yaka committee of the whole, actually say NDC MPP nyina ya boom. I'm say ono de onim. Yaka say committee of the whole. Nyame Adom ya ji etumo say within our common fund formula calculations, ye betimi apesika na ya to enweme bi edi akoma constituencies ni nyina. It is hold on. So ko ye Hansard no mu a. Uko Hansard a ewom. Hansard say Parliament records a womb na touch the buyer. Okay, say there was a day and na touching Dapiamakbo and a little banter in Parliament, that kind of thing. That was the very day we had to do those formula, and it's in the Hansard. You can't take it away. I mean, those are record. Parliament is a house of record. And I'm here domain, with local government help, I'm sure say Ghanaians should expect some greater roller, any tipper truck, any some construction equipment. I say they call all the various constituencies.
The country.
It's Bonsema buying.
No, I mean this is like I said, it's an initiative from both members of Parliament.
No, it is not.
All of us.
It is not. It is not.
Hold on. Can I finish?
It is not.
You are no longer a member of Parliament, so you don't know what goes on. So you will keep quiet. Let me use a more friendly word. Keep quiet. I don't want to say shut up.
Where you are, I've been there before, so I know everything.
You don't know.
I still know. I'm in government, and I know.
No, you are not.
No,
you are not. So
listen. He's a member of Parliament. What is happening in the
House? That is what it is. And we actually had that conversation in Parliament. And then initially we were all even concerned, say, Adena, arrears, biwoho, some formulas where we're thinking, say, district assembly, common fund, just about 52% back, all because we are trying to put money together to buy all this equipment and all that. NATO, she brought it, in Parliament. Sadano, she had a little confrontation with Dapia Mekbo. So it's in the hands that it's not anything. Parliament is a place of house of record, so you can all check. Nyame Adom, with the help of local government, I believe all those equipments are ready. Ebeko districts. No, but why are you worried about it? Nyame Adom, members of Parliament, we've taken a decision, and then government agency had actually they've actioned it. Nyame Adom, Menewoka say, and Nyamano, Ebekukoko, all the constituencies. Now, those of us who live in the village, for example. Inclusive is your constituency. Of course, yes. And I think there is another seed money, about 1 million cedis near there. So everybody must applaud Parliament. I'm not saying NDC. May say Parliament, which means is that members of Parliament from NDC, members of Parliament from MPP, it is a committee of the whole, and you take a decision. It's in Parliament, it's in the hands of
inclusivity.
Anybody, of course. And Natoshi, get fund administrator, and so it is something, a common fund administrator, Natoshi. I understand she want to be vice president, I wish her well. Onward the buyer, those kind of things.
Don't put those for the records on council.
Or the buyer, Nyame Adom. I thought, sir, according to, Nanka Senka distribution is as simple and then Monday. So we hope and pray, sir, it will go to all the constituencies, especially those of us from a rural area. We'll be able to kind of put it together. Into Ghanaians are more Moankasa mo sikanka kra obi agije trotro and the tete bi o wa kakra formless na ye no ana Nyame Adom yanya we nya obi na akọji loan ba bi na akọtotọ Ghana for mo musika enti eba obi ahwe so yie na ade no amboa ye nyina ukai se John Dramani Mahama Abreso no ye to talk greater ma all the constituencies ni ade ebi mu de o ma ahwe so yie o mu tonton ye ni ade. Some of in my constituency, for example, when this government took over, they sold it off. Until we had a lot of challenges in our constituency in terms of road networks.
Maybe they were not in good shape.
Well, if they were not in good shape, I thought that it could be repaired and so. But I don't want to begrudge anybody regarding those seals and so forth and so on. No, not
so under the watch of NATO in this government, what they've done is that Omobe call out graders for all.
Absolutely, absolutely. When both sides of the house agreed to that, I'm sure that. It was good. It was good. And I believe strongly
let me put the record straight for everybody to understand. Common fund administrator, debt fund administrator, any national health insurance director, and as a CU, Omowo Sika Omodema MPs. Before it started the following year, Omoba for the formula to be approved by Parliament. And to get from administrator Beba Tmiakacha will say, oh, this is the amount of money we are expecting from government. This is a formula you say di chesikano. Ye chesikani we are me person me A B C D E F. The same applies to get fund. The same applies to NHI. Ube kaya join our time. Your first time no. You get fund administrator. Sorry, come off. Yes, get fund administrator. A buyer, at the $1.5 million. A friend is saying bill loan facility be a buyer, and that money a buy in 3 tranches, 500, 500, 500. That's supposed to be complete. All the free education, free skinner, almost 30 years, almost to me, That's what first bad the second bad was to pay contractors during their time. And the third one is to finish all projects get funded the This project that he's talking about, the vice president office with Natoshi ex-Nasi, and who said one major problem we have in this country that everybody complain is our road network, and because of that, contractor projects on Koya, I feel now mobilization and now Kopesika. And onu Yablukma Central, Okoye Tufotumokwa, Okoye say. Meanwhile, at assemblies, we have road engineers, who can supervise projects. So in the wisdom of the vice president and the common fund administrator, they decided and said, look, I've been in the meeting on 2 occasions. Let's get some tracks. That's a bit me about assemblies, no? I'm an ayujuma, and I'm look at say your mind. Your rainy season, and I'm a boy. Most of our drains, no, have been fairness, a much okay.
Exactly.
The sitting of the drains, as I said, assembly, no, and far your fairness, a private person to come and sit the drains and pay. So they decided, said, look, why don't we decentralize the fairness and road networks, no, to the assemblies? No man can say anything. And to me, young with Juma, whilst you have the road engineer, because every assembly have a roads department. The only thing that correct is no to me and say they come to the site and come and do, but the supervisions no is being done by the assemblies. So if they can do the supervisions, what stop us from getting the materials for them, the equipment for them? So decided to let Yankoto grader, Yankoto backhoe, Yankoto ruler, Yankoto tipper tracks, and I think there are about 6 items, and no more koto. Adom, the friend is a former deputy minister for local government, Ashanti region, Honum baby, Collison team. Amako receive Vanyaman Bebre Naba. I can say about 80% of this has come.
Do you understand?
When you bring these things, when you bring this, we are. Let me go take you back. Only me say the same common fund administrator. Before we free parliament, he brought projects to build new regional offices for all the 16 regions, and even other ones now. Your friend is the new regions, no. Then the old ones now. And also you say, and then Greater Accra. I don't know if you have been there. The new regional office. It's part of it. It's part of what Nana brought the last time. So this time around, no, he has. We free a friend is saying building of offices and giving them equipment. So when two betters you catch him and say, MPs and then the proposal call here and I say MPs now a car say
no, you got it wrong.
Whatever you got it wrong. You please can you also keep quiet?
I'm sitting here so you can't lie.
No, can you also keep quiet?
Regarding what I said.
You keep quiet.
You got it wrong with the greatest of respect.
You're right. When I finish
you got it wrong.
So when you finish when the formula ni bibia we
this is Vondi talking that Sa Anamuntua Abbey is as a result of both sides of
that is what I want you to know. It is never true. No, it is not true.
Listen, hold on. Don't proceed.
The formula
relax.
So you can't come and sit and
no. I am a member of parliament.
To get the
record. But I did 4 years. Why 4 years? So me a senior.
But the transfer. Also, Oteha, and our cousin, or Bema to matters, the Okan all misrepresented the Okai.
Exactly.
It is only fair.
Yes.
See, BT.
What I said is,
no, I just want to. What I'm saying is, whatever. No, you say I'll give you the time. No, you come.
What I said is, of course, there is no initiative that members of parliament go out of the blue to bring to parliament. It is government representation, and we have to look at it. May say, when Natoshi brought the idea regarding the formula, how things should be distributed and so forth and so on, she proposed that equipment or per se within the formula, no, Yeshenia talk Adima constituency said they're working here. So nobody objected it. Both members of parliament from minority and majority agreed.
The same thing. No, listen. That's not how you explain it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's not how you explain initially.
No, listen. You don't have to be interjecting. A lot of people are
but you are also interjecting.
No, hold on. A lot of people are viewing. And people be sharing. So let's be decent what we're talking. The fact is that it was a formula, a proposal Natoshi brought.
No, so you agree that beyond the proposal.
Say members of parliament, both sides, committee of the whole, say it won't work. But we agree. We thought it was a good initiative that the woman brought. And we applaud it. And we allow it to go. the truth is that say yenye ntomo a enye adwuma wonim
that is not true. That is not true.
And we applaud it. Yeah, and so what is your problem about
so his problem is what he's going to explain to us.
What's your problem?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the proposer has a formula which Parliament approved. And normally, no.
Which Parliament approved? Thank you.
Or normally, no. These three institutions, their formulas are being approved by the committee on the whole. You find a committee. You can't say, because it's a local government, local government committee, we don't approve the formula. No.
So what are you fighting for?
You say we actually intervene. Let me also explain.
Anyway, go on.
When before they even bring it to the primary for committee on the whole, the committee of local government. Me, I have been a chairman of the vice chairman of the committee. My chairman has been absent that I've chaired the committee before, so I know what I'm talking about. So the back, your friend is a local government committee. They look at everything. When they finish, it goes to the committee on the whole. Then she comes and presents it to your friend is saying, members of parliament say, look, our formula no. Ushe Ministry of Finance, say come with about 5% on the money no. It be a 10 CD. Say 10 CD, meaning that every assembly, ebenya 1 CD. Every member of parliament pay your common fund no, pay the way no, ubenya say. Person with disability, ebenya say. Youth baby your friend is saying, cause you pious one, almost ubenya say. A teacher formula singing na obi abehu. Then or say, what is now left for me to do is that Misika Ebekano, I want to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. That's the thing. What Parliament approve? The formula that the local government, the friends get fund administrator and as a common fund administrator no, check. But as to what they are going to do, they put before your friends says, oh, Misika ni bika, nyami babe yenye, and I give an example. So look, previously, Nisika be a year no, or yes, or then. In fact, I quite even remember, even during COVID time, or to your friends or your sanitizers.
What can we go to another point? What are we fighting
then, for? No, I just want you to admit, say.
Okay.
I just want to admit, say.
Government, like admission.
No, what I'm saying is, say, government, just appreciate government. Don't say, a committee on the whole. And then the proposal, no.
Did I say that?
It is government initiative. You see,
did I say that?
You don't want to just admit that government idea. That's the problem.
Okay, so
and that's what I want to push you to say it.
Is that your problem?
Say government have done well. Can I be fair?
No, is that your problem?
Idea.
Oh yeah, then you guys are shocking. No, let's go.
But don't also sit here to say, oh yeah, that's an unfair comment. One casa did to me say, me and come back and what but admit that an effort by all of you
brought this thing to bear.
It's spearheaded by.
Absolutely. What a beautiful talk. And that I applaud Natochi for even bringing that idea.
Okay, so let's move to.
It's not part of our government. It's not part of our government.
Harsh economic conditions in Ghana forcing us to exploit consumers. Good for now, I can say. The president of the open of city depreciation. So what is it about, if you want to talk about the city depreciation? Adom blames city depreciation on payment to contractors and others.
Jesus Christ.
The Minister of Finance, Dr. Adom, has blamed the rapid depreciation of the Ghanaian city on payment of contractors and high city liquidity, among others. Several financial analysts have projected that the Ghanaian city will hit between 16 to 18 Ghana cedi to the dollar. Addressing the media at his monthly briefing on the economy, the sector minister also explained how the cities had performed in the past and how it has stabilized against other currencies. I quote him. But for recent pressures, we were seeing an exchange rate movement. The exchange rate has been largely stabilized with the depreciation of the cedi against the dollar, having from 54.2% at the end of November 2022 to 27.8% at the end of December 2023. The cedi stability has continued into 2024 with a cumulative depreciation of 14.2% as of 20th May 2024 compared to 20.7% recorded in the same year in 2023. Mr. Amin anticipated. He continued. We expect the city's stability to improve into the medium term as we complete debt restructuring, make more progressive on fiscal consolidation, and improve our reserves over the medium term. Mr. Adom also indicated that the current pressures in the city, which he attributed to strengthening of the US dollar against major trading currencies. The recent pressures are observed on the city is largely on the back of strengthening of the US. Okay, so that's it. It talks about the hope that the city will come back.
Menua, my men now as na interest ye on na men share 1 year bra 8 year. Amin, Honorable Amin, Oyobia na bra na President ni sister Beya no ye finance minister friends Ofuriata or ye finance minister no na enuama giegu asai poto no na Oyobia na nka nipa ne bebre no agitum se ya menso meka ho se ebia no obeso ade yi mu a finance management ni mu a ebia nneema beko yie kakra bata ho brase ne ni tiem abranti semo a wakan eye gumanima se we put people in authority thinking that womunim bribia esene dia yenim entini e de womashe authority ni amo sika papa ye mo dan ni amo car ni amo asetena emo go ni a kire wo mo se dia yentimi nya dia wunimu a obetimi ayenti kona koyama yen na ye ho ntoyen na se wo betena ho na se wo no wo kasa ne wo ne ye no aya ye se dia yem kura ye ne mo senewa ya na ha dwene na ebra so asese ye ka no kura kire ye ho menua wan na ka kire wo se government ema contract ye nyi akwan na se ye yi akwan no na government tua contractor car ema sidi aho den ba fom okosua hifa okosku ahe wan na ka kire wo sa se government ema contract se ye nyi akwan ye nyi twofoti mokwa akwan na se nyame adom ya yi kwan no na se ye tua car na sidi na ho den aba fom anasa na tie dia senka John Dramani Mahama breso no enke ye to cedi 1000 to a 1 Ghana cedi o a dollar o 1000 Ghana cedi to a dollar senka sa na be because wo si circle interchange no ni wo tuaka wo si friend saying kaswa interchange ni wo tuaka wo si kejetia Kumasi kejetia marketer esu ma dano ni wo tuaka wo si so university schools day schools ni nyina no ni wo tuaka ekwan a wajo ni wo hospital bebrebe a wo si ye Lagos Medical Hospital enye no na ka joma ma si ya akaban we mu mpanifo nya covid ka bebre wu ti sam kokko wo si no no tuaka eno no aden na sidi na ho den no aden na sidi na ho den no amafom ene no wo pa kire me se utia contractor car na sidi ho den abafom na den na moya yensa. Why are you doing this to us, dear? Why? You think that we just don't reason? Intina mobia so na okeke bia kire ya na okonenim. Menua. Na akwan ba mpo na nkrofo we ya ka ho asem. So obatwefo atimokwa. Twefo praso na ma 1 road no. Abrante bi o ebroni no oye kwan no. John Dramani Mahama abreso. Nkrofo iba abami no. Wo mu ntua ne kabio. Inti wasesa ne nua ma okọ ekwan na aka me de wo kasa yi uduru ho ekwan na asa ya protete so wo free bin point praso bin point ja poku krom kwan na abranch of Israel na baye or starting me ye ba yamra hye bedwane na ohase o ya first certificate ye nduanika wasesa ne nua ma okọ so free enyina ase e de kọ friend is saying Dabwasi junction just more na yes akwan no ye nduanika wasesa ne nua ma okọ so wo ko a friend say ayase kwan no ana abrante oyeya ono yentua nika wasesa ne nuama ekwan ne nyina asai contractor na musi mu tua nika inti na seed ni saye no nukure wo me se montua contractor ka biaka hwe kaso akwan ya ye kwa winiba no anya ban we na etuaka wo aye ECOWAS road nya ban we na etuaka inti adwuma ben wo ma ye a wo mu twa contractor ben ye etuaka inti ama seed na hoden I mean come on, you are a gentleman. I mean, a nice economist that I respect so much. Why will you do this to Ghanaians? No, I can't tell you and say, and no, Nama, Tiamaka, the entire city near a You see, when you have wicked people, oh, Jesus Christ. You see, why is it that the truth is so difficult for you people to understand?
We are talking about city stabilization.
As I say,
hold on, you checked on who Dr. Amin is. If an economist worth his salt ain't mean stabilizer, maybe you have prescriptions for us.
My catch them here, and I won't take any money. No. I will do it free of charge. I will give them that advice. And I gave some advice to this government before. They refuse to take it. That is why I'm saying issues are going the way they are going. And I'll give him a free advice. I won't take anything.
So let me remind you, maybe the background, Dr. Amin Adom was educated in the Northern School of Business from 1988 to 1990. He holds PhD in petroleum economics from the Center for Energy, Petroleum and Mineral Law and Policy of the University of Dundee in UK, specializing in petroleum fiscal policy and resource, led economics and resource governance. He also has an MPhil economics and B Hons economics from the University of Cape Coast. He is also a fellow of the Institute of Certified Economists of Ghana, ISEC. He has undertaken professional development training at Columbia University, University of Texas, and Harvard University in the U.S. He's the chairman of Ghana's National Energy Transition Committee, chairman of the Gold for Oil Initiative, and chairman of the New Producers.
No wonder.
That is the person.
No wonder.
So if this person is not stabilized, maybe you bet me a boy. We want to stabilize that.
So the point is
prescription
this.
For us.
The point is this. I have not been paid as an economist, as a finance minister, not yet. Maybe very soon.
Are you paid to criticize?
Hold on. I am a Ghanaian.
That is where you come from.
Whose taxes are going into paying these
So
people.
You are worried, is it not the case?
I am extremely, over worried. So, horribly and terribly worried.
So help us.
I'll help you. I'll help you.
Yeah.
You see, when you take up a government, Ufa Amambua, John Dramani Mahama Abreso, na CD no, aye 3 CD 90 pesos. Na wabona da pa ukaya. President Kufuado kojina simpie so. Anwo answer na President Kufuado ebeyi Vice President Bawumia, mama ne Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia no. Omuko shia wo hotel here wasoro heyi. Omuko shia wo ho. Ano ka kire wo mu say Alisa Hotel. Say, wapeso yi Bawumia. Anna MPP for Sabre no na nto ana ye omu General Secretary. They vehemently opposed it.
Is it stabilization of the city?
Yes. Anna Nanado kachere wo mu say. The entire odi Bawumia ba Sabre na Bawumia ni MPP card mpo. The entire odi ne ba ne say. When im economy si obia no obama economy na stabilize. Obama cedi no abaye $1 1 cedi. $1 1 cedi. Into omoma ne kwan no omfa ne mbra. Wadene baye no ye no the chairman of the economic management team. Sisi ano wabaye the chairman of the economic management team. Menua. So therefore, ehono ana masidi no adi America. What could you have done? Se uba abemo. Na se the Ghanaians, indigenous companies, financial institutions are a little financially distressed. Na se we here $9 million. I'm giving you 9 million Ghana cedi billion. I'm giving you the formula. 9 billion Ghana cedis. Now with the shame, now banks saying in anya holding, no my juma, and then the circulation of the currency within the country will be very pragmatic near there. Now say ugu banks ningina with 28 billion Ghana cedis. Why would you expect your currency to do well? Why will you do that? Number 2, so uba bemo, na se wafa wankasa wufie for webushia for 120 ministers. Wabra wobikita 88 ministers are criticizing. Now the aba, now mo rich can said the amount can ask omodi go that the same na hwe nsuagusu na omo re te say duane. Ebeye den na seed no na hon dey answer.
So this is a prescription stabilization.
Yes. So what I mean is that number one, collapsing of the indigenous banks with huge amount of money than what you needed to rather stabilize the economy.
Prescribe, don't come back.
That is what I'm telling you, sir.
So we should.
So what do we do now?
Exactly.
Number one, Otiemi, I'm giving this consultancy free. I won't take any money. Number one, cut down your profligacy expenditure. Cut it down. Trasho, Minister Bebrebena Wafano Amodosu do trasho, duplication of duties in here. Trasho. Point number two. Jaisa wumia Ghana for belt me now de wulusu wo de na wo fa plane ya de ekoba no amwa wo twaso ebema seed na won de eden aba akufado one na wo ka se obeye one district one factory wutie me one of the reason why ema seed na die American say we depend too largely on things that we import into this country. Inti akufado invest into rice production, cut down rice importation. Ebema seed na ho de akosoro. Cut down poultry importation. Ebema seed na ho de akosoro. Listen, give perfect meaning. Listen, invest into quality industries now. Okay, one district, one factory. No tie. No. Omo kamienti a omo so maya coffee juice. Abrante bi na ado na efuo. Ana kufu ado akoto blender akọ blendi pineapple ba akọ abesi ahap ayi se waye factory. Obi anko Ghana baby ahwe se akonfi juice no. Bottle dodo se na obehu o supermarket bi si aton. So listen, Jesus, can I finish? You see, when I'm lecturing, Amin and Bawumia, and you are cutting here, I am not lecturing in your face. I will give them practical example.
Don't misrepresent the facts. If you go and say a confit juice, everybody here knows that the confit juice, baby, I am Ghana crown, a BCC mountain so I tonton. So why would you come and misrepresent the facts like
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Oh, so hold on.
No, I'm saying that. It's
significant. Listen, then I make a confit juice, for example.
It's all over.
Hold on, it is not all over. And you know that I also mean me. Say a confit juice, no. A confit juice, no. A juicer, a bit me a sibribiti say, one was a series na ya de bano. Any all the soft drinks, paper, juices, no one with the ban.
What the last hour to be?
Me, I confit juice. Me, you've been putting my top.
Oh, a radin.
Anna, a Timmy Sikwanya. No. You know what? The importation of all those soft drink, no, a Bema seed in our day, no, Akosoro. Point number 3. Listen. One cocoa na yet here, no. What you say? Sakufu Ado. Eba ye, one district, one factory. Ananka otumi processing yen yankasa ye cocoa aha. Importation of millionaire yani ebeba from. Minya yanya crude. Uti ase yanya crude. Enkrofo ya run it down tema oil refinery. By now we should be able to refine our crude and get fuel here to use. The importations will come down. When money ye must see the hard in Kosoro. And you say, contractor, which you are contractor, a crown for Jumamo, Bia. Woma would dear Jumamo, more Pamo, African, Cocoa Road, more the 10 billion. And everywhere Cocoa Road, no, Mushe Muyano. Moja Cocoa Road, Nina, say for 24 Moon Cocoa Road. Into a dear Juma contractor band, which I can't hear Massy the Ahon the Abba. So, which your contractor car, see can circulate or my anymore. A more mining a Juma yo into Massy the Ahon the Kosoro. Into which your contractor car, and Massy the Ahon the Maffon. Diamoya see the Ahon the Baffom, and a Macatramono. Okay, so
Mama Nasibeba, Mama Trasso.
Abba,
you call game pack for Abba. You buy Ebenezer Neti, also the appropriate.
Before he spoke for 29 minutes.
Don't worry, Yakwaba.
Right.
15 minutes or so.
More tasty and that goodness and freshness, Neddy Brown, yeah, Ghana's favorite, yeah, Malta Guinness, let's say the Abba, the same Malta Guinness, no? Very authentic refreshment and rich with immune boosting vitamin B. Until call now baby the ahomeso kama what you say a Malta Guinness Ghana dear shunko cry. You grab your Malta Guinness and ensure so enjoy it to the maximum. I know I check here I say logo na ebo no e Ghana ya share so de ni bia check it ko we say aye hu yi pa mo mo kwa abre so e chia mo nyina titru ye mo kwa abre east Odenchem 59 ono sisters no nua ma nyina Kenya ase Mama Faustina ene wona aka nyina magibra mo so mo hwe political crocodile awo kwa abre east so also agibra na ebusia for the hwe we are grateful Mamenka will say original asase aban also osunyane nyame adma weekend na wotwe wiye na also sister okokata na chika kama enti wa onim original asase aban sunyane mana yako nakota na chi ozu boatin unua ana nua ba na da for enti ko nakota na chi okwanso kosokra ye ba back to studio Macau say nimnyam for vondi twifo antimo kwa amra chimedwani on the ticket of the NDC so na ye Beneza Nete, also former member of parliament at Abrikuma Central and part of the communications team for the MPP. So, at so wakase P. Momode mo amobo efa isika $7 na ho de no. Ojidi se mo maye husu yi. Nsem mo keka eni nyina so sa.
Asema papa ne car ne se wotia contractor for car city ne beba form. Ani embisa ne said oni tia contractor for car city ne ba form no. Formula wo de yes ade na e economic theory wo mu no nkyere yen.
Omayini mame fa akonya wo nso na mechia ya hwefo nyina me hu se na o ma obi shedi mame fa akonya wo nso so na me ma the minister for agric enso shedding ene mame so aka baby
oh Brian mame aka baby
yeah into weekend we
oh so sorry Brian
yeah you know e
so sorry
ne krum
into
agric minister me ma wo share na me enhye Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Godfred Odame, mentioned in crime, say we are solidly behind him in prayers. No instigation,
God have mercy.
No agenda, no plan to tarnish his image and a reputation. Awenya, as a young Attorney General, Yanya Ewo Ghana Hanum will stand. He will keep on to be the Attorney General to do his work for the betterment of this country. No imagination of anybody, no press conference, no 3-line paragraph statement will intimidate him or prevent him from doing the work that he is supposed to do. Obibia sebi wama Ghana sika ahwere no ewo kwan bone so na oginam na so no kwan bia so a obed on any deputies ebe gina so to prosecute these people and make sure that Ghana will get our money back and deal with these people. No, he will do it. No amount of intimidation will stop him. Omayene,
I can't 5 minutes too.
Disreputation of the city is a major problem, not only in Ghana, but Omayene, you can check from other neighboring countries. Apart from say, ushe dollar say, would you compare other currencies? Uber said dollar is really in competition with almost all the friends, the currencies say what's it say. And now me know ka say most of the countries are other neighboring countries, and I say countries are being friend is saying omodi dollar. Uber said the currency dollar nankasa no emwa eden emwa edu. I listened to the Minister for Finance. He raised an issue of Niaye as a omai. Niaye as a government and as a ministry are on what horse say no. To see to it say ye sika sem no eye dollar no any ye cedi no ebetumi aden agina bre. But one thing that I have been seeing all the time is the way and manner we trade in dollars. And a idea bakwa I have 30 as a country. And then Obi see real estate housing. He quotes it in dollars. So mimi per se, me toss I have to go to the bank or go to the black market and get the dollars to go and what? And buy. But when you travel outside the country, recently I went to Denmark. I'm telling you with all honesty, dollars are medical buy. No? I brought it back. You can't even go to the banks to even change it. Unless maybe you want to blind the people's eyes and will not speak the truth. I have to call a friend to deposit money in my account and use my card. You cannot use it. But in our country here, everything we do and everything about Toby Biano is about dollars. Obi Kanyamaba, dollars. Obi Koto or your friend is saying, or Kofanyama or Togo or the dollars, or Kokanyama or ha. So when he gets to that place, then he changed it into that currency. No, the answer was Tonya Manaba. It's how a dollar no yeden yedi ejuma ewa. And for me, I believe say when we are able to make sure say dollar yedi ejuma ewa Ghana hanum no yebeti so no, it will be difficult for us to be honest and sincere with you. It will be extremely difficult. Say we'll be able to manage it the way it is. Because omayene and now me no can say go to your friend is saying Ministry Police Station Tudu. People are sitting there selling dollars.
The gentleman is in government.
Please, can you please keep quiet? Look, if you say Muhanum Titole Haya, but where? Give me one country that you can go, that you can see some of these things happening. It's because of the way. And honestly, me, some of these things, I put the blame on the Bank of Ghana. And I put the blame on the banks that we have as well. You know the reason? Because bank, you are looking for dollar unya, and a teller, and after the bank branch manager can tell you, say, go to this place and you get it. Because these are the people who come to the bank and buy it from them and get their percentage. And sometimes we pretend as if, say, your friend is saying, it is government per in a year. My brother spoke about things that your friend is saying during that time in the banks, they say. Look, after the bank restructuring, don't talk about it. Because when you talk, it is discrediting your government from John Mahama to the last person in the NDC. Because when the banks now collapse, when the banks collapse initially during your time, how much money did you put into that banks? And what was the end result of it? Some of you even turned up, went to some of these banks and took loans from it, and up to today you have not even paid. UBA, sorry, your friend is saying MBA or something. They are logo yellow. They are Ibrahim. Equity loan no honum. Go to GM Bank and go and ask them how much Adongo is owing them. The member of parliament for who's the finance committee?
I take exception to this. You don't mention the name of the person on air on his private business. But you, why he is not here?
But you have the guts to come and sit and mention people's name.
You don't do that.
But you have the guts to come and sit and mention people's name.
No, it is unethical.
Also, on my part, it's on your part, it's ethical. No, on your part,
these are individuals who have their business.
Okay, so those people that to come and mention their name, you lie about that. You mention about their name.
It is unethical.
Please, you just keep quiet. Let me make my point.
You better destroy that.
I would never.
It's unethical.
Then you will drop everything that you have said about everything. I'll not sit there for you to mind.
No.
Where you are sitting below my call, and I know everything than you.
You can call out the name of the bank, but I'll break it down. Core personalities are quite unfair.
Matthias,
so just take him out of the conversation.
So when you look at the collapse of the banks, what went into the collapse of the banks? Again, a buyer answer, a banker. So we want to make sure that the banks.
I'm just restraining myself. Would you want to read what we're talking about again for him to respond?
Did you talk about it? 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 Look at who's advising. Look at who is advising. Just keep quiet. So please keep quiet. So keep quiet.
Read it. Maybe one thing. MPP for finance minister say. So who check contractor for car? Now see the now one there from Caribbean non please. Maybe I wanted the Abukan.
Shouting will not make you people see.
Why are we doing this to this country?
Shouting will not make
how much money didn't you guys borrow? So much money. Who we are catching some check contractor for car? Now see the now what they are from which economics did you study?
Shouting will not make Mahama recognize you. Shouting will not make Mahama.
Again, I'm with Hey, do you know how much money people in your government has borrowed? The day will come, a day of reckoning will come. Those of you who are destroying this country, you will answer one after the other. One line. You will answer.
Calm down. You just.
How can you say that?
You just disagree to him calling us, but you are just disrespecting somebody's reputation as an economist.
Who?
But I just read out the CV of the person.
And now if you read out the CV of such a person who is managing our economy, the country will say, who check contractor for car, not see their own performer, and then you allow him to go just like that.
You can disagree to Asema Waka, but you cannot go after his person.
No, I'm not going after his person. I'm going after his competence in that particular.
Who's the school man or coy? That's what you said.
Now, me the school man or coy.
Who's the school man or coy?
And
such a person is a finance. That's what the boy that you're using.
But how can you say so? Check contractor for connecting your own. How can you say that? And that is the management skills you have in managing this economy. Why are we not where we are? How much money having this government gotten from borrowing and so forth and so on?
Yes, sir.
Show me one infrastructure. If you don't invest in infrastructure, why would your city go down?
Yes, sir. Listeners will not get what we are talking about. Please.
Something
will not make Mama recognize you. Come in here and shout.
But that's not what he seeks to achieve.
That's what he seeks to achieve.
But calm down.
That's what he seeks to achieve.
No, that's not what he seeks to achieve.
That's how I see it.
Okay, fine. But
so if that's not what it is, then you should stop.
Okay, calm down. You calm down.
Oh, Bisame. Bisame finance minister go check contract for Canada now. Bisame, Sika hino COVID in over 5 billion. What teacher Sika now? What teacher Sika now? To talk about things that are not necessary. Kwa mi ko so si. Kwani nyina say munche obi aka contractors na so rekọ. O ka te so check contract for Canada. I want the about. Asem Bisame asem apeso Bisame.
Calm down. You calm down.
We be able to catch them and say, I don't work with loan. All the people who are selling dollar all over the place, am I in government? Whose responsibility is it to stop that?
Okay, so
whose responsibility?
Let you wrap up for us.
I'll wrap up.
You see,
well,
when he does this, honestly, it is not fair. When he was talking, I just kept quiet. And he said all the things that he wanted to say. You just move upon 9:20, and he has wasted all the time. Yes. So please, so that 7 minutes now can media man into our answering call.
You have 2 minutes.
Because when he comes here, I also interject on money.
You have 2 minutes to wrap up.
So for me,
don't be inviting me into your conversation.
Debbie, you don't have a right to enter his conversation.
So you shouldn't invite me by saying, say, Ucha contractor, how do you say that in any way? It's disgraceful.
I listened to the finance minister when he's giving a monthly press briefing telling us the state of the economy. He cited a lot of things within this short time, where to me and the way and manner, and that's you read it, how is trying to make sure say the economy and then will be on a fit, as well as the dollar and the cedi risk. And I've given you examples of things attributed to some of these things here. Yes, I agree. Say some of the importations the dollar GG, we have to look at it. But you remember when the Minister for Trade, Katie Amon, came out with a policy they call Parliament. Say there are certain things he felt say you be to me anya Ghana. So there's no need for us to so you cut it down. The number of importation it became an issue. We have these same minority people castigating against him, instigating people against him. Ubekaya, Nigeria, they stopped importation of rice for some time. And now many can say, Omahine, go to Nigeria and go and look at rice all because of the way and manner of importation. What I am saying is that, look, yes, in as much as government are born home model, there are certain measures that we need to put in place to ensure, say, some of these things to be dealt with according to the law. Okay. And as I've given you an example, say, those in the black market, and I'm calling on the Bank of Ghana, as a matter of urgency, say, look, they need to sit down to ensure things are done in the black market. And I also want to appeal.
Those that
are owing the banks.
Thank you so much.
The banks should collapse.